Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's brand new signing, Sam Smith. It's a familiar face through the door as the former Reading Academy graduate has rejoined Reading after leaving 2 years ago to join Cambridge United. Now it was officially announced today that Sam Smith has signed a 3-year deal with the Royals, and it's safe to say for me, I'm very happy. 2 months ago, I put a video out where I talked about 3 League One free agents I think Reading should look to sign, and we've gone ahead and signed one of them in the striker Sam Smith. Now when you look at the performance on Saturday, the one thing that was really lacking was a goal scorer, in my opinion, going forward in the first half. Now I feel like if we had a goal scorer in that first half, Reading would have been 1 or 2-0 up. So what we've done on the Monday straight after is go ahead and pick up someone that is a proven goal scorer in League One. Over the last 2 seasons, Sam Smith picked up 28 goals in League One, scoring 15 and 13 in both campaigns respectively. Now if you look towards his end of last season, 7 goals in his last 9 games saw Sam Smith help keep Cambridge up alongside partner agent Nibs. Obviously Harvey Nibs also joining Reading earlier on in the transfer window, having his friend and one of his strike partners in Sam Smith now join him. Now for me this is a massively positive signing, as Reading have gone ahead and picked up a 25-year-old who's a proven goal scorer in this league on a free transfer. Previously, Reading would have picked someone up like a 33, 34-year-old that's kind of a bit out of his prime and needs kind of just to get over the last leg of his career, and that's something that Reading kind of have not done in this transfer window. We've also been linked with Luke Amos, who will speak a little bit later in the video, and Dan Gosling, and from all accounts it's Luke Amos that's going to be signing and not Dan Gosling. Amos is a 25-year-old who's been hit with injuries in his career but still played over 20 games in the last 2 seasons, and Dan Gosling is a 33-year-old central midfielder. Personally, I'd rather take the 25-year-old with untapped potential rather than the 33-year-old that's already gone past his best. Now, going back to the Sam Smith transfer, we've got a quote from Mark Bowen, who said Sam has all the attributes we are seeking in a new recruit. Young and hungry for success, full of energy, power and explosive pace, a proven goal scoring record at this level, and his roots are royal. I'm delighted he has come back home to Reading Football Club, and I can't wait to see how during 2 years at Cambridge he has matured into the player he is now, and what sort of striker he can become in the next 3 years in blue and white hoops. Like I said, very happy to see Sam Smith return to the club. If we go ahead and look at some of Smith's stats throughout the last couple of years, predominantly playing as a centre forward, but can also play off the right wing as well. 50 goals in 144 games playing in that central forward position. He scored 28 goals in 108 games overall in League One. Now that obviously doesn't cater into the fact that over the last 2 seasons he has scored them 28 goals. 25 years old as well is Sam Smith, so yeah, still got a lot of legs in him. Now, the other player that Reading have been linked with and is almost set to be confirmed, apparently is set to be signed later today, just wanted to get this video out a little bit earlier, was Luke Amos. Now, I'm not going to do a separate video on Amos if he does come into the club, because I'll just kind of talk about Amos now. He is one of the trialists that played on Saturday against Sutton United and was probably the brightest out of the bunch. Amos predominantly has played as a defensive midfielder throughout his career, but can also drop into that, move forward into that centre midfield position, and also drop to left back or right back if needed. Predominantly though, central defensive midfielder and a left back if need be. I think Amos is a good signing personally. Comes from Tottenham's academy and has played for QPR for the last couple of seasons. Like I said though, a lot of talk is that he's injury prone and that you're not going to get much minutes out of him, but he's played over 20 games in the last few seasons in the Championship. And when you talk about injury prone, he hasn't really been hit massively with injuries in his career. He had one massive ACL injury that took him out for an entire season and then recovered. Look, in my opinion, I think maybe I have to wait to see to judge him, but watching how he played on Saturday and kind of where he is, he was the deeper of the midfielders, and in my opinion probably was the better out of him and Sam Hutchinson. I think Amos will be a really good signing at League One level as well. Seems to be a few clubs rumoured interested for him, and if Reading are going to be the ones that can pick him up, I think it's a massive improvement, especially for that central midfield area, as it's somewhere that Reading have massively struggled over the last couple of seasons. For me, I think maybe just a goalkeeper, a new centre-back potentially, another couple of midfielders, and maybe one more winger, and I think we'll be alright for the start of the season now. Look, I'm not saying that the transfer window has been a massive success, and I'm not saying we're done, but safe to say things are starting to turn positive at Reading Football Club. Now, one of the big factors in Sam Smith's interview was he spoke about how Ruben Selles had a big impact on him coming. He said he spoke to the gaffer and spoke to Harvey Nibbs as well about what he thought about Reading, and there was nothing but positivity. Now look, all I've heard so far is great things about Ruben Selles from players, so hopefully we can start to see that transition onto the pitch as well when it comes to the start of the season. Look, I'm feeling positive. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going up, but I'm not going to say we're favourites to win anything or anything like that. But I'm starting to feel positive a little bit now about Reading. A lot of the talk was doom and gloom on Saturday after we lost to Sutton, but once again, it's pre-season. You just got to look into the little factors. Little factors was fast-pacey football was played on the counter-attack, and the addition of Sam Smith is going to be massively helped for that. Sam Smith is a fast-pacey player who will press from the front and is a goal scorer. I think with him coming into the club, that's Reading's main striker really sorted for the season. Don't write off Andy Carroll yet either. Andy Carroll, I think, once fully fit, will be a massive, massive plus for Reading this year. It's going to be it for this one though, guys. Look, Sam Smith through the door, Luke Amos almost through the door as well. 2 positive signings so far for Reading. Let's hope we can make it a few more. Hopefully we'll see a Theo Walcott come through the door. Maybe Oladipo, someone else. I'm not too sure. Let's hope though we'll be able to get a couple or more names in this week. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's been James. We'll see you all in the next video very soon. Bye-bye.